covering the shoulder.
Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
It's the second leg of the PSL Finals in softball here today from Wayne State University. Detroit Western going to take on the home team, the Phoenix of Renaissance, here today. So glad you could tune in. Should be a good game between these two teams.
Absolutely. You have two really juggernauts here at the top of the half of our blue division, and very well coached. You have a Hall of Fame coach. We have an up-and-coming new coach. Both teams are very disciplined, coached well. We're looking for an exciting matchup today, Jeremy.
Take a peek at the Detroit Western lineup. They'll obviously be up first. They're coached by Alicia Flores, as Jay mentioned, a new face to the PSL on the head coaching side. Ineri Castillo will lead things off and play third base. Nadelius Delion will bat second and play center. Samaya Springer hits third and pitches today. Scarlett Fernandez in the cleanup spot as she plays shortstop. De Hoya hitting fifth and catching. Evelyn Garibaldi bats sixth and plays second. Stephanie Castillo hits seventh and plays position 7 left field. Jocelyn Alberta bats eighth and plays first. And number 17, Adiana Argoyes, the right fielder, will round things out. They will face Miss Brown on the circle here. Carrington Brown, the pitcher for Detroit Renaissance. Obviously, these two teams matched up in regular season play as well. Maybe a little bit of a Jekyll and Hyde year for Western as they really start to rebuild, but they've got some marquee wins on their schedule, Jay.
Yes, they do. They worked really hard and continued. What you want to see is you want to see teams progressing as the season gets to the end, right near the end, getting better. And that's what Coach is doing at Western. She's getting these girls ready to play when they need to play. What a huge win for their entire program over Cass, the juggernaut, to get into the finals.
Sometimes it just takes a win like that to take your program to the next stage, as they hope to do as well today with the championship victory. So without further ado, Castillo is into the box to begin things. Thomas in left, Hernandez in center, McCrimmon is in right. Foster and Lakey on the corners, Carter and Branch up the middle. Hanks catching the balls and strikes here today in front of a good crowd, as you see there. First pitch of the ball game is upstairs for ball.
6:52 start.
They're under a hour and 45-minute time limit for both of these championships. The first one definitely needed it. It spent just 3 innings, some long innings.
Yes, indeed.
Every half inning.
And ended with some excitement, a walk-off.
Yeah, it's always fun to see. 13-12, the final score in that one. 2-1 at the letters, and they're for strike 2. 4 umpires for both of these championship games, kind of giving it that extra field as well. Swing and a miss. Little elevated rise ball on a 2-2 count. Castillo goes down. 1 up and 1 down here in the first.
What an outstanding elevated fastball right there. She kept climbing the ladder, and she climbed the ladder until she could finish what she started.
Number 10, the center fielder.
Sometimes it's just about going that 1 inch further to see if you can continually coax that swing and the miss.
Right.
Delion, center fielder, looks at 2 balls high, 2-0. Base is clear, 1 out, nobody on. 2-0 groove just a bit low, 3-0 on Delion.
Yeah, it looked like a 2-0 changeup there, pitching a little backwards right now.
Delion has taken a couple close pitches with conviction.
Yes, she has.
And draws a walk.
She earned that walk right there. She took a couple really good pitches.
Now batting for the Cowgirls, number 12, Samaya.
Sometimes certainly the quality of your at-bats can really separate a good team from a really good team. Springer looks at the ball outside, runner in motion, throw down to second, not in time as DeLeon scatters in for the steal.
Yeah, she had a good jump there, right there, but a good throw by the catcher. So good steal and good throw, good tag.
Those white jerseys can only stay white for so long.
Amen to that.
1-0 is another elevated pitch as Springer swung through it. Both of these teams actually sporting white jerseys today.
Yeah, a little odd. I have to get to the bottom of that one there, Jeremy.
The ball just have to slide and make one side dirty and the other side the bleach clean.
That's right.
Springer waiting in the next one on its way. Swing and a miss. That is strikeout number 2 here in the first.
Definitely going to see some really good softball here, some good pitchers who are going to get up here and compete extremely well.
Now batting for
See, Brown is
Western.
kind of in that groove right now, waiting for the batter to get in the box so she can step right back in the rubber and get it going. I'm sure she wasn't happy about that 4-pitch walk.
No, I'm sure she wasn't.
Fernandez looks at a pitch high and away. Wind has been blowing in all day. It's definitely died down a little bit as we've reached this second game. It was gusty in that first game.
It was.
To the point of we needed a few paperweights here.
That's it.
1-1. Fernandez swings and misses.
What a great day, great atmosphere, good crowd. Good support for these student athletes. Love it. Love every minute of it.
88 degrees at 6:56 p.m.
Nice.
on May 21st.
Absolutely outstanding.
There you go. 2-1. Swing and a miss over top of that one. 2-2 on Fernandez now.
She took a little bit off of that one. Fernandez was out in front of that pitch right there. Good changeup.
Trying to strand that one-out walk on first base and second base. It's DeLeon kind of edging off of second as the pitch comes home. 2-2, popped her up. Just to the right of second base. Carter is there, and that is the third out. Good job by Brown to stay calm, cool, and collected in that first. A base runner, that's it. And the can of corn to end it.
Every morning when I rise, my dream lives in me. This is my kingdom, a wonder world that's always changing, where great champions stand victorious. Here, we celebrate what makes us different. We share our creativity, and we grow stronger, preparing for the world we will make together.
I am.
I am.
I am one of Detroit's next legends. It's our time to rise.
Lowering the shoulder. Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
Nothing as we head to the bottom of the first inning here. Take a peek at the Renaissance lineup. The home team today, it's Hernandez leading things off and playing center field. Kyle Hanks bats second and plays second, or plays catches here today, I should say, batting third. The pitcher, Carrington Brown. Cleanup hitter is the first baseman, Sanaya Lakey. 5-hole to shortstops, Samania Thomas, Foster Carter, Cade, and Cade. The bottom of the lineup here. Marlene Hernandez leading things off after a fairly quick top of the first inning. We saw 2 strikeouts, a walk was the only blemish. Springer looking to button it up here in the bottom of the first as well. Here's her first pitch. High.
Yeah, it's going to be a matter of, who can control the circle. Who's in control of the circle?
One-0, just below the knees there. 2-0.
It's a tough pitch to take.
Yeah, we've had some close takes so far in this first. Low and in. 3-0 on Hernandez now.
Well, the one thing you don't want to do is you don't want to give this Renaissance team a opportunity. For any freebies, as we call it, you want to make them earn it because they're a really good team. And it'll come back to haunt you for sure.
3-1 now on Hernandez. Corner infielders are in here as Marlene looks at a ball, so leadoff walk in the first. We've seen a pair of walks. Those have been the only base runners for either team thus far.
Yeah.
Brings up Banks here. First pitch in for a strike.
Now batting for Renaissance, number 10, the catcher, Kyle Hanks.
Hanks, the catcher, on the other side as well. Big swing and a miss. We've seen both of these batters start with that wide open stance. What does that do for you at the plate?
It just depends, right? If you step in wide, if you're starting wide open and you come back across to line yourself up, that's exactly what you're supposed to do. It's normally for those who are stepped in the proverbial bucket where she's starting.
Line drive to left. That's going to hang up there for a double at least. Hernandez being waved around third. Head of steam home. The cutoff is in. The tag is not there. It's over the head of Deola's that time. And Hanks ends up on third base. Good strike to left field. And Renaissance on the board first.
Yeah, and it's exactly what she does. And so she probably had a problem stepping in the bucket. So she started in the bucket and then come close. That lines herself up with the pitcher so that she can stay on the base, on the softball when she hit it.
Call it a double and an advancement on the throw there. Brown to the plate now with her team up 1-0.
Number 31, the pitcher, Carrington Brown.
Carrington Brown, the pitcher, did a nice job in that first inning, especially after the early walk to just the second batter. Here's the first pitch to her. Off the glove as it scatters away.
Yeah, definitely right here. What she wants to do, Springer, she really wants to make sure that, I'd pitch outside the part of the plate a little bit and see if I can get Brown to chase with a girl at third base. And then I'd come in late with 2 strikes so that we can try to get her to hit. If we're going to let her hit, we want to let her hit to our third baseman.
would be Castillo playing in down at third base here in the bottom of the first. Waiting in the 1-1. Ooh, in there for strike 2. Brown didn't love it as she asked for the spot of the zone there. 1-2 count. There's still no outs in the inning. Another runner on third base with a run already in. The wind direction has moved a little bit. It's not kind of moving across the diamond. Maybe slightly out to right center. 2-1 is low, just below the knees. 3-1 on Brown now.
Yeah, tough pitches to lay off on there, Jeremy, for Brown.
It has certainly been a pretty tight strike zone to this point. Now the 3-1. Fouled off.
And Brown had a good swing at that one right there. She connected. Could have saw a little bit of scoreboard action.
Return any foul balls hit out of the stadium to the home plate umpire. Thank you. They are not souvenirs.
Center fielder DeLeon has played pretty deep all day long. Sun is kind of in a challenging spot as it starts to set third base side. There's a shot up the middle base hit. Hanks is going to score. Brown is going to round the first base bag but stay there. Back-to-back RBI hits here in the first.
Yeah, what a good swing on the outside fastball. And she put a really good swing on it, put it on the right side. Exactly was enough to get the run in. With less than 2 outs, that's exactly what you tell your hitters to do.
Certainly in a game like this where you felt margins would be pretty tight, it's big to get up 2 runs with still no outs in the first, just the first 3 batters in.
Absolutely. And you know, it's indicative of Renaissance, the power program in our conference, and that you have this young up and coming program with Western, so they need to figure it out and try to really move forward and not get down because they're down 2-0 to a good team.
Yeah, certainly where the experience pays off. Games like this in big contests. Seniors or juniors have been there, done that.
Absolutely.
Certainly a lot of returners on this Gerard-led Renaissance team. 30th year as the head coach. Started coaching at Detroit Central, basketball, football, baseball, before he finally landed on softball. 2-0 off the inside part of the plate. And I asked him about that, like, hey, why'd you land on softball? Why has it been so long? And he said, hey, look, there's something about establishing a program.
It is. It really is.
Implementing your culture. Tradition comes with winning, obviously, but 3-0 below the knees for ball 4.
And that's a true statement. And I'll tell you, I had more fun at Wayne when we weren't a winning program developing that culture. I had to really reshape it and do some things that was out of the ordinary.
Sure.
I can remember telling my my seniors and juniors that they didn't have to come to weightlifting. This was mandatory for freshmen and sophomores, right? And they were like, "What are you talking about?" I'm like, "I'm changing the culture, so I don't mind you not coming to practice.
Right.
If you're a better player, you're gonna play, but then you playing your way out. I'm not gonna turn my back on you, but we're building something here. And if you stand in the way, then you be gone."
And some never figure that out.
No, they don't.
See plenty of that. Thomas looks at a ball low.
Yeah, Springer definitely has I think coach needs to go out there and settle her down a little bit.
One hits the zone for strike 1. Thomas even in the count.
You got your number 5 hitter up in Blanche who can do some damage. So you really want to settle down and not find her barrel.
High fly ball to left, more of a pop-up, I guess. Floats over the head of Castillo and will land foul. One and two has not gotten ahead like this in a lot of counts so far today. Rope to left, a base hit. Runner full head of steam around third. She stopped, then green lighted. The throw home again off kilter. And that is a 3-0 lead for Renaissance.
Yeah, you know, she hesitated out in left field. She would have got it right in right away. If you look at here, and what a great effort by the shortstop. If she'd have went right away and thrown it, she would have had her out at the plate. She hesitated, and she had a good arm.
So Jayana Blanche comes through. As the first pitch is low here. This is Thomas.
Now batting for Renaissance, number 2, left fielder, Zelona Thomas.
Thomas playing left field on the other side.
Working as Zamaria.
1-0 in there for strike 2. Really needing an out here.
Yeah, for sure. They're set up to get 2 if they can, but 1 is what they really need.
That one is fouled off. 2-2 now. Runners on first and second, still no outs. Now the 1-2 again. Low and in. 2-2 on Thomas. Foster would be next, and then Skylar Carter will round it out. They're also using a flex in this lineup. That batter does not hit. It's McCrimmon who plays right. 2-2 is off the inside part of the plate as Thomas tucks out of it.
Yeah, Thomas really needs to be patient if she wants to try to blow this game open here. At least take a big lead here in the first. She's got to be patient and swing at her pitch and her pitch only, because Springer has struggled to throw a couple strikes in a row.
3-2 on the corner for strike 3. Thomas didn't love the call, but Springer finally gets the out she needs.
And just like that, you know, effectively wild, as they call them, she paints the black outside. That is a phenomenal pitch. That's a tough pitch to take right there.
Here's the first pitch to Foster, low and in. Christina Foster.
Now batting for Renaissance, number 22, Christina Foster, the third baseman.
Now waiting on the 1-0, skipped, it's gonna bounce, and De La Hoyas, he's been busy so far today, couldn't find it. Lakey to third. Jayana to second base now. It's only 1 out of the inning, 3 runs in the bottom of the first.
Yeah, I'm surprised she's not bringing the infield in here to cut this run down, because you don't want to give Renaissance a bigger lead if you don't have to, especially early in the game.
2-0 in there for strike 1. Looked like a changeup on the outer edges.
And if Springer continued to pound that outside half, man, she would be very effective.
Hits it again. And each time the batter doesn't love the call, so you got to keep on going there. Ball escaped her a little bit. Alberta was there to back it up.
Yeah, you could tell that, you know, Renaissance is a good team. I mean, they've been backing up every single play. The play to the outfield, to the third base, the play here back to the pitcher. I love it. Love what I'm seeing.
2-2, big pitch, high. Foster was watching it the whole way. Pitch count definitely worked up, though, regardless of the end of this inning. Still 1 out. 3-2. Low. She walked her, and the bases are loaded. Walk number 3 of the inning. And it brings up Skylar Carter now.
The freebie war starting to rear his head.
Definitely saw that in the first game. So many runs capitalized on the walks and hit by pitches and the likes.
Skylar Carter.
First pitch to Carter, high and away. Danielle Cade is the only batter that is not hit in this inning. She's on deck.
Yeah, but right now Renaissance has been very, very patient, going after only strikes and taking a lot of balls, which is resulting in walks. So really, really good at-bats by Renaissance. We call those quality at-bats. You get more points in my quality sheet for a walk or a hit batter than you do for a hard hit or an RBI.
It's not easy to work a count in today's age.
That's
All the
sure.
flashes, the home runs, and the extra base hits. 2-0 in there at the knees for strike 1. The only out of the inning was the strikeout to Thomas. Waiting in the 2-1, on its way in there for strike 2.
Yeah, good pitch right there on the outside half. She really, man, she's got to continue to try to find that outside zone if she want to be any kind of, if she want to have any kind of success.
2-2 swing and a miss. Top of the zone. Second K of the inning for Springer. She's an out away from working out of it.
Now batting for
Austin was just playing her some strikeout music, that's all.
That's right.
Cade.
Danielle Cade, the DP, is the last shot. Eyes lit up, though, with the bases loaded. 3 runs already in the first. Pitch by Springer. Low and in. Cade, the designated player.
2 out hits wins balls games, Jeremy. See what she can come up with. Found herself a good swing on a good pitch.
Watching that hit the dirt the whole way. 2-0.
Golden opportunity to capitalize on some mistakes here. But also a golden opportunity for Springer to really go after the 9-hitter to get her team out of this jam.
Joe Smitty's funeral is Saturday. We're at James, at Plymouth Congregational down here on Warren.
2-0. Just a ball at the inside. 3-0 on Cade now. So you have Lackey at third, Blanche on second, Foster on first. Walk, single, walk is how they reached. Waiting on the 3-0 pitch now. High strike for strike 1.
James Cole on Schaefer.
That's that outside half of the plate again. She can own that.
Three-1 from Springer. Walked her. Walks in the 4th run as Lackey comes home. And they have officially banded around here in the 1st inning.
And that's exactly what you don't want to do. You do not want to walk in a run, especially in a 9-hitter. You have to make her swing the bat. If she gets a hit, you tip your hat.
Certainly a few opportunities in this inning to limit the damage. She's got 2 strikeouts already, which has been key. But with the bases loaded, didn't have a lot of margin for error.
No.
And that's showcased as the run is walked in. Now Hernandez will get her second at bat of the frame. Walked and scored. Really nice look at the skyline here in Detroit. First pitch swinging as Hernandez rips it foul.
She had a really good swing at that pitch.
We're back to the top of the lineup for the Phoenix. Number 15, center fielder Marlene Hernandez.
Now the 0-1. Lollipop high, 1-1 now. So this, after what started as a relatively quick top of the first, has really expanded this bottom of the first.
Yes, it has.
Because what, our first pitch was it 6:45 on the dots?
It was 6:52.
6:52, okay. Base is still loaded, 2 outs, now the 2-1 again. Low, 3-1 on Hernandez.
Man, he's got a tight zone, too.
He does.
Wow.
Renaissance taking full advantage of that here in the first.
Yes, they are.
The 3-1 on its way at the letters. That one called for strike 2.
Runners should be on the move. 2 outs.
4-0 Renaissance. Runners will be on the move here with 2 outs in the first. The delivery. High fly ball to left center field. Deleon started in and then to steer straight into the sun to record out number 3. Could have been worse. They strand the bases loaded, but 4-0 Renaissance here in the championship game on the Prep.
Hi, I'm Nick DePonio, and this is HVAC.
Lowering the shoulder. Swing and a miss. McGinley scores.
Four nothing, the lead for Renaissance over Detroit Western. They stranded the bases loaded in what was a 10-batter bottom of the first inning. You take another peek at that Western starting 9. We'll have De Hoyos, Garibaldi, and Castillo leading things off in the second after what was a pretty quick inning from Brown, but she had to sit a long time now.
Yes, she did. So we'll see if that's going to affect her at all. De Hoyos looks like a pretty good catcher, so I want to see if she can swing the bat as well.
She was very busy in that first inning. A lot of throws home. She faced 2 or 3 of those in the bottom of the first.
Yep.
De Hoyos looks at the ball low, 1-0.
Now batting for Western, number 4, Aurelius DeLeos.
And just had to flip a towel off to her coach there or something. Pitch is high and away. 2-0 now. The wind still slightly blowing in. It's definitely a little less effective than what we saw earlier. De Hoya swings and misses on that one.
Yeah, I think it's kind of a little bit selfish. It's blowing out there, but not in here anymore.
2-1 is high, 3-1 now.
Here's a good pitch for De Hoyos to really get after it. So we'll see what she's going to do with this pitch.
High and away, she walked her. That's the second walk today for Brown. She was able to strand the last one after a strikeout from Springer and a pop-out by Fernandez. The bottom of the first pitted what? 1, 2, 4 walks for Springer. Certainly able to capitalize on some of those, but another few were stranded on the base pass. Swing and a miss there by Garibaldi. She hit 6th in the lineup for Flores. 0-1 blocked well. Runner on the move. Made it fairly close at second base. I didn't expect that to be anywhere near how close that was.
What a good arm.
Check it out. Real good look of it down the line.
Bang, bang play.
Pretty good slide as well, away from the tag.
Yeah, good arm by Hanks.
Second runner in scoring position for the Cowboys today.
Yeah, good time to answer here for Evelyn. She has a really golden opportunity to get her team on the board and make a statement against this powerhouse Renaissance team.
Garibaldi waiting on the 3-1 on its way. Chiseled at home plate. It was ruled fair, and everybody's safe. De Hoyos to third base. Garibaldi beats out the infield single, and now Castillo with a chance to cut into this 4-0 deficit.
Yeah, good hustle by Garibaldi. She did a great job of getting down to the line and making that a tough play.
Just got enough of that ball, and certainly by the time it reached in front of home plate, you had a decent feel she'd have a good shot of beating it out.
That's for sure.
And now, is this a question of the order here? Renaissance came out of their dugout and was potentially questioning whether they had a difference in who was batting, but it looks like it's been settled, or has it? So Castillo heading back to the dugout. She's who we had.
Yeah, so we have.
Hitting 7th, playing left field, number 2.
What happened?
Oh, they're sending Garibaldi back to the plate. Must have said that's a foul ball.
Ah, got it, got it.
Odd to see it so late, though. 3-1, swing and a miss. That must have been 2 strikes, even though I had 3-1 as well. So that's all a bit confusing, but double confusing.
Wow, yeah, so I guess it was a foul ball.
Oh no, Mumford can never have my salad ever again. You got us in there? Yeah. Mumford can't appreciate me enough. You know what I'm saying?
High and away here to Castillo, who's officially up now. So 1 out in the inning, a runner on third base. It's De Hoya who reached with a walk. Ooh, that one behind Castillo. How did it not hit her?
I don't know. She was swift to get out of the way of that.
Waiting on the 2-0, that one fouled off. 2-1 on Stephanie now. That run waiting on third base with 1 out, certainly going to feel pretty big for Western if they're able to scratch across. They need a couple here to try to turn around the field that last inning. 10 batters came to the plate.
They really do. And again, you know, the umpire loves the outside half, and so they have to do a better job with Brown and Springer. They really need to get after that outside part because that's an advantage to the pitcher if they can continue to control that outside half of the plate.
The 3-1 now on its way. It hit her foot. Tried to get out of the way again, but that one found her for sure.
Yes, it did.
Already the third walk for Brown in this one. Those reopen the possibility of a double play now. With Alberta at the plate. Alberta looks at a strike. Castillo will swipe the base. Third steal and just 3 base runners today for Western.
Nothing bigger than right now.
That's one thing Brown has worked at a pretty quick tempo.
Yes, she has. But Alberto still has to be patient. She has to be patient and get a good pitch that she can drive to get these runs in.
2 standing for in scoring position and it hit her. The bases are loaded full of Cowboys here. First, second, and third. Arguellos now to the plate.
Well, it's Jocelyn Alberto at the plate, and she draws a walk.
Top of the order on deck as they go through the signals here and what they want
Now batting for Western,
Adania to do.
number 17, Adania Arguellos.
Infield playing in, they feel the importance of these runs all of a sudden. Does
Absolutely.
this Phoenix squad?
Yeah, I think this is a good move by them as well. They haven't really hit the ball out of the infield, and so you know you really want to keep the lead runner off home plate.
1-0 in there for strike 1. Hoyas on third. She walked and stole a base. Castillo on second. She walked. Alberta on first with a hit by pitch. And now Arguellos is down in the count 1-2 with 1 out.
Yeah, she did put a good swing on it. It looked like she took something off on it as well.
That just misses. 2-2.
Carrington Brown didn't like that call at all. And frustration.
Even pitches high. Hanks really trying to frame that as well. Full counts with 1 out.
Big opportunity coming up here for Arguellos. See what she can do with it. Her goal is to put the ball in play no matter what.
She cannot. Swing and a miss. Second K of the inning. The 4th of the game already for Brown. 2 down with the bases loaded.
That's a huge opportunity miss right there. But, you know, you leave it up to your leadoff hitter right now to get you on the board.
Now we're back to the top of the lineup for Western. Number 3, the third baseman.
How big would it be to Brown for Brown to strand all these runners here? She's 2 strikes away from it now as Castillo nicks it back.
Castillo took a big cut at that fastball.
Erie struck out back in the first. 0-1 low, 1-1 on Castillo now. Third baseman today for Western. Even pitch, whiff and a miss.
Good pitch on the inside. Tied her up really good there. So I got to come back with that same pitch. Because the worst case scenario, if you get it inside, it hits it to the third base and you still got an opportunity to get an out.
Line drive to left, a base hits. De Hoyos is around. Now Castillo putting the brakes on. A tomahawk hit by Castillo makes it 4-1 in the second. They've finally broken the seal.
Yes, they did, and this was a pitch out of her plate. Exactly what I wouldn't want her to do. Inside half, you can tie her up, but here it is right there, boom. She put it out over the plate, it's in the middle. And good piece of hitting by the leadoff by Castillo. What a great piece of hitting there.
Stephanie Castillo rounding third was a little lucky that that wasn't handled and closer to the bag by Foster. She may have been out.
Absolutely, she would have.
Here's De Leon. She walked back in the first. 0-1. Little pop line to right, a base hit. Scoring one, maybe two. No, they're going to hold the runner around third. That's Alberta Castillo. Stephanie Castillo, that is, scores. De Leon drives in a run, and now the lead is split in half.
Yeah, good. Another good swing on a good outside pitch. And again, something out over the plate. Carrington Brown is much more effective when she's pitching inside.
Just kind of took that thing where it was delivered. Springer is quietly the 8th batter to the plate here in the second. We have had some long innings.
Yes, we have.
We're barely going to get to 6 total today between these two games.
Wow. Incredible.
Game 1 featured a Detroit CMA walk-off in the bottom of the third via time limit. We hit the time limit right about when the hitter that delivered the walk-up came to the plate. That was Deshae Favors, just a ground ball to the first base side with the bases loaded. 3-0. One strike here on Springer.
Yeah, she has Springer up here. There's an opportunity for her to help her cause.
Struck out her first time up, one of 4 strikeout victims thus far for Brown. Boy, does she need one here.
Tight defense by Renaissance. Hits to the outfield, only allowing 1 run. Getting the ball in very fast. Communication is outstanding. It's really, really tight.
Swing and a miss as she buries that pitch to the outer edges. Brown with her 5th strikeout. And despite an 8-batter inning, able to limit the damage to just a pair of runs. 4-2 Renaissance to the second, bottom of the second after this.
Take a look at us right now. We are everything that will be. We are an engine of progress that has been forged by generations, driven by the knowledge that each student in every classroom has the potential to be their best self and inspire us all. We are teachers, parents, families, all ready to do our part. We know when students rise, we all rise. We are Detroit Public Schools Community District.
In today's ever-changing mortgage lending world, the importance of true professionals has never been greater. At Success Mortgage Partners, we want you to have the experience of a lifetime. Founded and owned by Catholic League alumni, our family-centered business keeps your interest at heart as we help you navigate this turbulent market with ease. If you or a family member has a mortgage need, please call me, Owen Lee, at 734-822-9792.
Take a look at the Renaissance profile here, 9-4 in the PSL Blue Division. Both of these two teams representing that high enrollment, over 1,100. Head coach is the legend, Mr. Taylor. Plenty of notable alumni over the years as well. Plenty of competitive sports programs over the years.
Absolutely. Miss PSL year before last, and arguably, you know, had an opportunity this year and doing very well over there. Principal Estrada has done a fantastic job.
Kyle Hanks leads off the third inning of play, or no, the second inning of play. I had to cross out some of these spots here after they sent 10 to the plate in the first. Bottom of the second, 6 combined runs, plenty of base runners to this point. First pitch is low to Hanks now.
Yeah, she had a really good swing on a fastball right over the plate with 2 strikes last time to get an RBI right down the line. She definitely could swing it.
1-0 hits the zone hard for strike 1. Springer looking for a bounce back second here. Certainly the way that this game has shaped up doesn't look like we're going to get the full regulation softball contest in at all again.
No, that's for sure. It's unfortunate, but
our out time is around 8:20 with an hour and 45-minute time limit. 2-1 high and away, 3-1 now.
Here's a golden opportunity for Hanks to get another good pitch, set herself up for a 2-hit day.
Three-one delivery. Off the inner edges there, and a leadoff walk in the second. That is now the 5th walk of the contest for this Renaissance defense.
Yeah, exactly what you don't want to do. Your team went out and worked hard and got you 2 runs to cut the lead in half, and you go and walk the leadoff hitter. That puts your defense on the heels of their feet, and it's very, very tough to be ready when the ball comes to you.
Number 31, the pitcher.
Carrington Brown had a RBI single back in the first. Here's the first pitch to her here. It is low below the knees. It's kind of a matter of who didn't reach in that first inning.
Yeah.
Springer did get a pair of strikeouts, Thomas and Carter, and then the pop out by Hernandez to end the threat. .1-0 hit hard on the ground to the second baseman, Garibaldi. Bobble, now the runner in between first and second. Did they get the tag? They did. So Hanks is out. We should get a second look here.
Fumbled it. She'd have kept going. She had a chance to be safe.
Gonna get a runner in at first base here.
You know, that's one of those ones where it's a hard hit ball. You just got to keep running, and it's the instinct of a player, and that comes from not playing when you just automatically run back when the ball's on the ground.
Pitch high, runner on the move. It would have been a close play if the ball wasn't bobbled, but they're able to slide in safely. Lakey with a walk back in the first. She came around to score as well. Just 1 out in the second. And Springer works through it once again, the 1-0. In there for a strike.
I like Lakey's setup at the plate. She's got nice, quiet hands, looking to really do some damage. Good balanced stance, and she looked like she could really hit the ball far.
A lot of power, as you said. All City this year. Hit on the ground, and That's going to be interference
Yes,
with
it
the
is.
runner for the second out here in the second. Kind of an odd play. You don't often see it.
Absolutely not.
Fernandez and Brown colliding.
Here it is again.
It was a situation where she was kind of on the move as well.
There was definitely no ill intent. She just was not. She wasn't thinking at that point, right? You just ball on the ground. You got to pay attention to where the softball is, and she just took off running and didn't even look again.
So now Blanche at the plate. Chopped on the ground in front of the circle. Springer bobbled. Everybody's safe. So Leakey to second. Thomas trying to keep this inning going in the second. No inning can come easy on a day like this. It just feels like that, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
Four-two Renaissance, looking to add to that again here in the second. The pitch is low.
Unfortunate. That's one of those plays where we try to make the play before we make it. We try to hurry up and make it. Look at the runner. We drop the ball. We don't make the play first. I always say you have to make the play first.
1-0, little check swing down the first base line. Went a long way for DeLoyas to run, able to make the catch for the third out. 4-2 Renaissance, and a hug after a solid defensive play down the line. Right into your living room on the prep.
The store is set up. He's got the order, and he's off. It's a full court press. These brands are knocking it out of the park. This, my friends, is the speed we've come to expect from this team. Just look at the precision of that move. And it's out of here.
Take a look at us right now. We are everything that will be. We are an engine of progress that has been forged by generations, driven by the knowledge that each student in every classroom has the potential to be their best self and inspire us all. We are teachers, parents, families, all ready to do our part. We know when students rise, we all rise. We are Detroit Public Schools Community District.
Lowering the shoulder. Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
Take a look at the Cowboys profile. 1,800 enrollment in the middle of Southwest Detroit. Ron Simpkins, 76 graduate. Played football at University of Michigan, All-American there. Also became Western's head coach until he retired in 2007. I wish we talked about Bella's taking over this program, kind of passing the baton to the new fold of PSL girls softball coaches.
Yeah, Western definitely has had some success here with former athletes and some building some future leaders. They've done a fantastic job over there with Angel Garcia as their principal. Has been a stay in that community.
All right, this is Western. Who do we have?
Fernandez leads off the third for the Cowboys.
Now batting
She looks
for
at a ball
Western,
outside.
Number 11, Scarlett Fernandez.
So 4-2, the line score reads. It's a lot trickier than that, just in terms of how we've gotten there. We had one quick half inning. That was the top of the first, but that's it, yes.
That is it. Definitely been sitting through some long innings, partner. Tell you what, these girls are playing hard, though.
Swing and a miss, 2-1. It was an 8-batter inning for Western in the second. They really needed that just to get back into this game confidence-wise. But now it's kind of up to them to see where this rides here in the third.
Absolutely.
2-2.
Absolutely. And what a big feat for the young mighty Western. You know, they've held, you know, after giving up the 4th spot, they've held them to 0.
It's back-to-back strikeouts for Brown. She's got 6 in total. That effort is lost a little bit after that second. She punched him in and out of the first, just a single base runner, just another elevated rise ball there. First pitch off the top of the glove. De Hoyos walked back in the second. That was on 4 pitches.
Batting for Western, number 4, Uriel De Hoyos.
Yeah, she needs it, and Western could use her on bases because she's just speedy. She steals at wheel, smart on the bases. They need to get her going, get her on base.
0-1 popped her up. The umpire maybe wreaking havoc on Hanks there.
Just a little bit.
Don't often have to see somebody wind around the umpire, but that was the case.
Yeah.
Fairly small backstop here as well, so it gets to you quickly.
It sure does.
Outfielders medium depth in field. Fairly straight up right now. Waiting on the 1-2 now. Swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts, getting ahead of hitters here in the third. That's 7 Ks for Brown through 2 2/3.
Yeah, partner, that's what you really have to do. You have to win strike 1 battle. I tell people all the time is if you can win strike 1, you have the opportunity to really get after these hitters.
How about that?
Absolutely.
1, 2, 3, in and out. The quickest inning of the day between these 2 championships. Clean for Brown, just what she needed on the prep.
Every morning when I rise, my dream lives in me. This is my kingdom, a wonder world that's always changing, where great champions stand victorious. Here, we celebrate what makes us different. We share our creativity, and we grow stronger, preparing for the world we will make together.
I am.
I am.
I am one of Detroit's next legends. It's our time to rise.
Jeremy and Jay back with you here from Wayne State. 4-2, the lead for Renaissance. To the bottom, or no, wait. Yes, the bottom of the third. Keep on questioning myself because it seems too early, but that's where we are.
Yeah, we've had some long innings, I'll tell you that. And a couple of walks. The walks is really getting them in trouble, is extending the innings and giving the freebies and giving both teams the opportunity to score. The last inning was our first clean inning we've had in a minute, and it's because first pitch strikes.
Strikeout, line out. The line in that one. This is the bottom of the order for Springer. She's going to find a way to take advantage of that. She herself had a quicker inning in the second, that with the help of her defense. Maybe a little bit too aggressive base running from Renaissance. First pitch strike. Now to Foster. Foster's really improved her hitting this year. A vocal leader on this team.
Yes, she has been. She's been their leader for sure.
It's her, Carter, and Danielle Cade, the scheduled 3 at the bottom of the order, hitting for the second time today after that 9-batter plus first inning. Even counts, high and away.
And it's a lot to say when your leader gets on base, right? And that builds the momentum from the team. I don't care where she's batting in the lineup, but when she gets on base, everybody, you know, that engine starts to flow.
Corner infielders are in here. Awaiting the 2-1 hitter. First hit batter of the game for Springer. She has walked 5 batters to this point, though.
Yes, she has. And she's teetering. You cannot keep giving Renaissance free opportunities.
5 walks, a hit batter, an error mixed in there, and just 2 hits in total. Actually, we get 3 sharpish hits, 2 definitely in that category. Here's Carter. She struck out swinging her first time up in the first. Righty on righty matchup. The pitch low and in.
Yeah, she has to get herself in a position to hit. Right there, that was a take, but her bat was still on her shoulder. She's got to get those hands out, get ready to hit, so she can make some damage.
1-0, she's bunting, gonna take it back, and they said she held up in time. 2-0.
Number 3, Skylar Carter.
4-2, the Renaissance lead. They're looking to add to it in the third here. The 2-0 here from Springer. Popped in for a strike.
Yeah, that was a good pitch that you really want to swing at right there. That would look like it was right down to Woodward. I wonder if she had the take sign.
They've certainly taken similar pitches for their hard hit singles into left. 3-1 on Carter now. Danielle K, the bottom of the order on deck. Runners on first base, but still no outs in the third. 3-1 delivery. Outside for a walk.
Yeah, Springer needs to take a deep breath and really, really start repeating her delivery, because she's a good pitcher, good enough pitcher. She's just got to get that confidence. You got to go right at these hitters. Allowing them free walks is just not the ideal situation for her.
First pitch to Cade in there for strike one. You've got to find a way to get some sort of out here, whether it's a force, whether it's a strikeout, because you turn it back to the dangerous part of the lineup after this hitter here. Not saying that Cade isn't a good hitter.
Absolutely.
0-1 off the glove, and now 2 runners advance, taking the force away at every base. You had it at first, second, and third. Now there aren't any.
Yeah, that's a tough play. That's a pass ball there by the catcher. She just missed it. She's really got to give her a pitcher who's struggling a little bit a chance.
1-1, fly ball. More of a pop-up to the shortstop, Fernandez. 1 out. There's the one they needed, with Fernandez coming to the plate.
Yeah, easy play. Easy play for Blanche to make there.
Not saying that that was a warning track shot or anything, but we've definitely seen some balls tainted down by this wind blowing in today.
Excuse me, Fernandez.
Here's Marlene. Looks at a strike at the letters.
They're definitely taking for a strike. She was not in a competitive situation to hit that ball. So now we're seeing a little bit of philosophy here by these coaches.
They're really making Springer throw them strikes here. 0-1 low. 1-1 now on Marlene Hernandez. Walked in the first, popped out
Batting for
in the first again when they
15,
batted around.
Hernandez.
She was the last batter in that first. One hit hard on the ground to the second baseman, ate her up. Foster in, Carter right behind her. She's going to score without a throw. 6-2 Renaissance.
And as you said, Jeremy, that leading it, walking people to come up to your top of your lineup is just very, very dangerous. And it came back to Hunter.
It's hard to call insurance runs in the third, but that's where we are because we're about 20 minutes away from the end of the game with the time limit. Hour and 45 minutes. First pitch to Hanks in there for strike one. Hardest hit ball of the day probably belongs to Hurd on the left field line. It had some hair on it and banged off the fence. Never had a chance to get out because it was hit so low.
Right.
This one hit high, but a little bit too high. Castillo shading the sun for out number 2.
Yeah, she just got under that pitch right there. Good fastball, and she's definitely going to want that pitch back.
Now Carrington Brown, the last shot here in the third. Brown reached in the second and in the first. RBI single in the first. That was back-to-back base hits with an RBI for this Renaissance offense. Pops this one up. First base side, Alberta can't hang on. Hernandez still running. She's heading home, and the throw won't come in. 7-2 Renaissance.
That is so unfortunate right there for Western. First baseman had it dead to right, and she just got bumped by the second baseman. I don't know where the communication issue came, and you'll see it. She's totally under it.
You could see that Alberta kind of motioned to Garibaldi. That was my ball. Inning continues for Samaya Lakey. First pitch ball, runner moving to second base. Brown gets there with a steal.
Yeah, unfortunately, you got to make plays. Got to make plays. So it's that freebie war thing we talked about earlier, and that now you get their fourth hitter up with a girl in scoring position.
Certainly comes back to bite you a little bit more in games like this as well. Good teams are not going to allow you to make many mistakes without really capitalizing on them. That's why Renaissance leads 7-2 right now.
Absolutely.
2-1. Good on them to realize that they really had to get on their horse to score some runs after Western did the same in the second.
Yeah, good answer right now.
2-1 off the glove. To the stop it goes. Brown at third easily.
Yeah, just too many mistakes so far by Western. They play mistake-free when they, beat Cass. So it's shocking, maybe the moment it's too big.
One outside. The inning continues. Second walk of the inning. Seventh of the game. Now Blanche is the eighth batter to glide up here in the third. 7-2 Renaissance. As they wait for Brown to tie up her cleats there. She reached on an air and stole a base. Lakey most recently singling. She's on first. Runners on the corners with 2 down. First pitch to Blanche is low.
Yeah, and Blanche had, she had a good swing in the first, second at bat, error on the pitcher. But, she could do some damage, too.
Shader to left center field. There's a lot of room in right center right now. Miguel is playing well off the line. 1-0 in there for strike one.
Yeah, Renaissance philosophy here is to make her throw pitches. And they've had every hitter take till they get a strike. Even up 5 runs.
Now the 1-1. Low, 2-1.
Yeah, they definitely sitting her to pull.
Change up high, 3-1 on Blanche now. Snap throw back to third. Brown is in there in time.
That was a good snap throw.
It was.
And I'm going to tell you, that was a practice play. She got up nonchalant and then just fired it to third base. Tried to catch the runner sleeping.
Big 3-1 pitch with 2 outs. That one is in there for strike 2. I went to UD Jesuit. We had Harrison Wenson as our catcher.
Absolutely.
He used to fire snap throws to first and third from his knees.
I know.
Get guys out.
He was amazing. his dad used to coach me here at Wayne State when
Really?
I played. Yeah.
Great guy.
Yeah, Paul.
Pitcher in the Tigers minor league system.
Absolutely.
3-2 popped up foul.
That's going.
That's
Chalk
on
it
the
up.
roof there. So is that a softball clubhouse for
Yes,
Wayne State? Okay.
absolutely.
It's a newish building
Yeah.
here
Yeah.
on campus.
This is the house that Gary Bryce built, Gary Bryce is a longtime coach here. He was here when I was a player. He was here when I was a coach. And, man, what a great recruiter.
That is foul as well.
I had the honor of writing a letter of recommendation for him to the Hall of Fame. I couldn't believe
Did
he
you?
wanted me to. He asked me to do it. I was like, what? He got in first ballot, but still, I was just like, wow.
It's one of those things. How do you encapsulate everything, right?
Absolutely.
What you want to say to make a pitch. Full count delivery. High fly ball to left. Castillo makes the catch. De Leon was lurking. Margins were tight on that one, but they're able to squeeze it. Renaissance looking for another PSL title. Feels like they're well on their way with a 7-2 lead.
We are the MHSAA, a collection of 750 high schools and 750 middle schools, from Temperance to Copper Harbor, from New Buffalo to Alpena. Each year, more than 250,000 students play one of our 28 sports. More than 1.5 million fans attend our postseason games. There are 30,000 coaches and 8,000 officials, not to mention all of the volunteers. The MHSAA believes in the 4 S's. School sports should be safe and kept in the appropriate scope. We believe nothing beats great sportsmanship, and that scholarship in the classroom is more important than excellence on the field or court. Most of all, we believe school sports should be fun. So come out and join us at a game. Support your school, support your community, and come see what the excitement is all about.
Lowering the shoulder. Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
Stick around. We'll name our G of the game after the game. 7-2 Renaissance, hoping that they can have one of those representatives. That means that they've won this contest here today. Just about 10 minutes left in our time limit here. So, number one, Western really has to come back in this inning to have a chance.
Yes, they do. You really need to take advantage of some good pitches because they're going to see one or two good pitches at bat, and they're going to have to put the ball on it, the bat on the ball.
Castillo, Alberta, Arguellos, 7, 8, 9 in the lineup here. First pitch is in there for strike one. Castillo walked and stole a base in the second. It was part of a productive second inning for Western. Here's a pop-up, right side squeeze by Carter for out number one. So now if this is a quick top of the fourth inning, will they go to the bottom of the fourth?
Yeah. Unfortunately, yes, because they could get a quick 3 outs there too.
That's what I thought. Just wanted to clarify.
Yeah.
Leaving no doubts with our leader here to my right.
Although we haven't had one of those quick innings.
Right, that's true. For both teams at least.
Yeah, absolutely.
1-0, swing and a miss. Alberta cuts through it. But if the time were to run out in the next half inning, then it's over.
Then it's over. But if they do start the next inning and time hasn't run out, then they continue to play.
Right.
With the new inning.
2-1 is lifted back to the screen here. 1-2. Brown has had 2 quick innings today and then a long one in the second. That's where she gave up her 2 runs to Western. It could have been worse though. Able to strand the bases loaded. 2-2 whiff and a miss at the top of the zone. 2 up and 2 down for Miss Brown.
Yeah, that's their rise ball again, Jeremy. I tell you, she really has got them chasing that ball. It comes out her hand good, and something they look like can hit, and then they get mad that they swung at it.
That's 8 strikeouts. How about it?
That's
She's
awesome.
Probably the leader in the clubhouse for our G of the game right now.
Absolutely, she's got to be.
What we got here, a hat and a shirt, or just one? Well, what's happening with that?
We got the hat. I'm not sure.
It sounds like a full uniform.
That's it, right?
Arguellos looks at a ball outside, 1-0. She struck out in her only at bat in the second. Outside, 2-0 now. Root in for strike one.
Yeah, you know, she has to find a way to get on base here.
Right now, looking a little bleak. 3-2, bases empty, 7-2 Renaissance here with the time limit lurking. The pitch, ooh, just a little outside. We've seen the high strike called a few times today.
Yes.
But that is a walk. That would be the 4th walk surrendered by Brown, and Arguellos with a smile as she crosses the first base bag. Castillo will keep this offense churning at the top of the order.
Yep, this gives them a chance to get their top half of their lineup back at the plate here. It could make a difference.
First pitch rise ball high and away, 1-0. Sun beginning to set behind us. Shadows pretty much all over the field. There's some patchy streaks in the outfield. That's about it though. It's hit into that gap in right center field. Hernandez cruising over, makes the catch in the gap. Boy, did she cover some ground out there.
Yes, she did, partner.
End of the top of the 4th. That just about secures it, but they will have to come and bat and make the inning last a little bit longer. Check it out one more time.
Every morning when I rise, my dream lives in me. This is my kingdom, a wonder world that's always changing, where great champions stand victorious. Here, we celebrate what makes us different. We share our creativity, and we grow stronger, preparing for the world we will make together.
I am.
I am.
I am one of Detroit's next legends. It's our time to rise.
Lowering the shoulder. Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
And it's going to be a challenge for us. I mean, they're a really talented football team. I think everybody knows that.
No wide receivers. Pressure. Steps up. Marshall wants to run again. Cuts down the middle of the field. All alone. Touchdown! Warriors! What a cut.
(7-2). There was a discussion by the umpires whether they would play out the bottom half of this inning. It is complicated because all you have to do is surpass pretty much 5 minutes. I'm not sure what the exact second count is, but the track record says we won't get to another inning, but who knows?
Yeah, who knows?
Thomas leads off the bottom of the fourth inning here for the Phoenix. And boy, if you're them, I mean, it's what you've done one-on-one even more here, right? In terms of taking pitches?
Absolutely.
Unless you get to a situation where there's 2 quick outs or something, then maybe you start swinging and rely on your bats. But
Renaissance has been taking pitches, and again, they continue to take pitches. First pitch strike.
0-1 hit on the ground, first base side. Alberta plays it in foul territory. What a catch, though, by Hernandez in right center field.
Yeah.
Covered a lot of ground, made sure she snow-coned it just enough. I mean, it was barely a snow cone. It was nearly fully in that webbing.
Absolutely. She had a really good beat on it, went after it really well, and textbook outfield play right there for something that was in a gap.
A lot of space in right center right now. 1-2 is skipping in. 2-2 on Thomas.
She threw 2 changeups in a row right there, thinking she was going to get her off Thomas out on her front foot.
Wind blowing in slightly. 2-2 pitch on the ground. First base side, glove down. Alberta, there's one. You needed a quick out and you got one. Still battling the clock in a sport you don't normally have to.
It's too funny, but that's true.
Good little stretch out there by Alberta. Foster. Third baseman looks at a pitch high.
Definitely, she's got a good eye. She's walked once and got hit by a pitch, and went long in that at bat that she got hit by a pitch. And definitely taken for a strike. So we'll see if she can put a good swing on a good fastball here.
Now the 1-1. Low and away. 2-1. Talked about the experience factor in this game, maybe paying off for Renaissance, but Western did not totally cripple in this one. They've had a couple good last few innings here. Good competitive at-bats. They just couldn't quite scratch across any runs in that fourth.
Absolutely. I'll tell you what, this league is going to have to watch out for Western because they've arrived.
They've been there on the baseball side for years now, trying to make it a softball school as well. We own the spring. 3-1 up the middle, stretching out Fernandez. Wow, another heck of a play there.
Yeah, wow.
2 up, 2 down. That maybe just saved the life of their PSL season.
Absolutely. What a good play. And took her time. Great job.
Now the question is, will they add him into 2 after the discussion? I think they should, but
I think so as well.
we're right up against it right now from where the original time limit was. Here's Carter. Bunting popped it up. Oh, Viliolius stretching out. Nearly got to that one. If she was any other position, I mean, she literally has to pop out of the crouch and then lunge to her left.
Go. Absolutely.
She probably would have got that one. Carter walked in the 3rd, struck out in the 1st. Way high.
And Carter can run a little bit. That's why she squared around a bunt, try to sneak one by him, and beat the throw out.
Pressure on Springer to keep this in the zone now as well. 3rd baseman way in, the 1-1. Yeah, I was going to say, it looked like a strike. Strike 2. 1 strike away from what would be their quickest inning of the day. Previously, just 5 batters. 1-2. Tomahawk foul.
A good at bat. An opportunity for her to make it a great at bat.
1-2, little blooper, foul. What do you think they're thinking as this at bat goes longer? I mean, we've reached 8:20. They had a good 1-2 minute conversation before the inning went.
Yeah.
If she gets a base hit, maybe it's over. 1-2 pitch, low, or a walk, or a hit by pitch.
Yeah, absolutely. If she gets on base, it's probably definitely over. But if she doesn't, they may just fudge it a little bit and say, hey, let them get their last at bat.
2-2 outside, 3-2. Drawing this one out as long as they can. Carter looking to win it for Renaissance here via time limit. They're up 7-2 in the bottom of the 4th. The full count delivery, low. No indication quite yet. Looks like they will play on.
That might be the thing, the straw that broke the camel's back right there.
Number 17, Danielle Cade.
This is the 9-hole hitter, the top of the order obviously lurking on deck. First pitch, swing and a miss. The 9-batter first inning by Renaissance really making the difference in this game. They scored 3 more later. Runner in motion here as Carter reaches second base.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, though, De Hoyos, that was a really good, quick throw. If she'd have got it right on the bag, she might have been out. That was a really good, quick throw.
1-1, line to left, just foul over the head of the umpire down there. Back to a 2-strike count. They had Carter there as well before the walk. The first 2 were recorded outs. Ground out, ground out. Waiting in the 1-2 now. Low and in off the glove. Carter to third. And the count is even once again. 2-2. Early celebration down the third base line. You'd think definitely this batter has to be the last, right?
Absolutely.
2-2, swing and a miss. Slaps the tag on. That was the third out anyway.
They're telling them to hurry up. The Western.
Fudging the clock just a tad. 7-2 Renaissance. These are definitely the last ups for Western. They've got 2, 3, 4 coming up. Don't go anywhere. You're on the prep.
We are the MHSAA, a collection of 750 high schools and 750 middle schools, from Temperance to Copper Harbor, from New Buffalo to Alpena. Each year, more than 250,000 students play one of our 28 sports. More than 1.5 million fans attend our postseason games. There are 30,000 coaches and 8,000 officials, not to mention all of the volunteers. The MHSAA believes in the 4 S's. School sports should be safe and kept in the appropriate scope. We believe nothing beats great sportsmanship, and that scholarship in the classroom is more important than excellence on the field or court. Most of all, we believe school sports should be fun. So come out and join us at a game. Support your school, support your community, and come see what the excitement is all about.
Lowering the shoulder.
Swing and a miss. McKinley scores!
Game 2 of 2 here in these DPS finals at Wayne State and Midtown Detroit. So glad you could tune in. Jeremy Otto alongside Jay Alexander to bring you the call today. DeLeon, Springer, Fernandez, the last up here in the 5th. We have already surpassed the time limit, so these are their last at-bats and their last hope to tie or take the lead in the 5th.
And 2, 3, 4. What better opportunity and what better chance to try to do that with your top of the lineup.
DeLeon looks at a strike on the corner. She's got a walk and a single so far today. Brown is just 1 inning to forget about today.
DeLeon wasn't even paying attention, and the ball was in flight, and she just stepped back and was like, what?
Now she's back in, close stance, the 0-2, in on the hands, it's gonna roll foul. The wind is picked up, it's blowing kind of straight across the field right now. For a batter, that's always kind of a tough spot to be in.
It is.
Often pushes fair balls foul. Here's the 0-2, hitter. On base percentage, raising a number of points today with 3 more appearances on the bags.
That's right.
Samaya Springer hasn't quite reached. Her and Scarlett Fernandez, 3 and 4 in the lineup, are a combined 0 for 4 so far today.
Yeah, not had really any really good swings either. So here's an opportunity for her to help her own cause again.
Outfield plays shallow as Springer looks at the ball outside. It's Thomas in left, Hernandez in center, McCrimmon in right. Hernandez making a fantastic catch to end the 4th inning. 1-0 high and away, 2-0 on Springer now. Springer has struck out swinging both times. Swing and a miss. Throw it on to second. It escapes into center field. And DeLeon will reach third base.
She just took off running both times.
We've seen definitely some aggressive base running overall.
Absolutely, we have.
Between these 2 games.
I'm sorry about that.
3-0 works the corner for strike 1. Infield playing in now as well. The pitch through the 5-hole that time. De Leon is going to score and make it interesting for Western. They're within 4. And a walk as well for Springer.
Wow.
Still feels like they've got a tall mountain to climb.
They do.
They're
does
in it
feel
now,
like it.
if they weren't before.
Yeah, it definitely gives them a vote of confidence no matter, what's the outcome here, because they're fighting. They're fighting. They're trying to claw themselves back. And if they end on the bottom half of the stick, it definitely gives them confidence moving into next year and into districts.
Doesn't look great for Brown, though. Hit by pitch walk to begin the inning. Fernandez takes a ball 1-0.
Yeah, you're up 4 runs. Last thing you want to do is walk somebody. You got to let them hit and make them hit them way on base.
Infielders medium depth now looking for that possible double play. Runner in motion to erase that. Throw right on the line. Not in time. Branch dropped the ball, I believe. Take a look. Framed it long. Runner got a late break. Wow, that throw was right.
She never had it.
Into the body, but you're right. Runner on second. No outs. Fernandez swinging heartily back to the screen there.
Good swing right there, and she's trying to go deep fly, I'll tell you that. That was a really good hack on a fastball that was right there.
1-2, swing and a miss. Little diving pitch for Brown. Finally able to put the first out on the board here in the 5th.
Fernandez can flash some leather, but she just did not have a great day at the plate. But that was a good changeup right there, too.
9 strikeouts now for Brown. 2 in the first. The side in the second, despite all those runs coming to score. 2 in the third, 1 in the fourth, now 1 here in the 5th, and another hit batter. Second of the inning. Third of the game, combined with the multitude of walks as well, and now Garibaldi with a chance with 2 runners on. Tying run in the on-deck circle right now. First pitch, Garibaldi, pop fly, right side. No real estate for McCrimmon or Lakey to grab it. Garibaldi today 0 for 2, line out and a strikeout. Well, the longer this inning goes, the more base runners that come up. Maybe some doubt does creep into the mind of Renaissance after they felt like they've had a hold on this game nearly the whole time.
Yeah, absolutely. Just, it's a good timeout. Coach comes out, talk to the girls, settle them down. Like, hey, we got 2 outs to get, but we got to get 1 first. Let's really just keep it simple. Let's make the routine plays and just not put any pressure on ourselves right now.
It started with the 4-run first for Renaissance. They tacked on 3 more in the third and it was shut out in the second and fourth. We have surpassed time limit. Renaissance must fend off Western at least via a tie for this game to continue. 0-1, dribble on the ground, that's trouble. They got her beat, but it came in and out of the glove at first. The throw home, not in time, they needed the tag. A bunch of dirt kicking up as Springer came home, and now it is a 3-run ball game. Can't make it up.
No, you cannot. Love the fight, though, by the young Western team. Putting the ball in play with 2 strikes, wreaking havoc, and, good base running. Just a lot of traffic right now, and it's very difficult for any team to overcome if you got traffic on the bases.
Second and third. Tying run at the plate. First pitch, changeup fading away from Castillo, the righty, swinging a miss.
Yeah, right there she goes, I'm going to settle them down right here. With a good changeup. You've been hitting my fastball lately? Here it is.
Swings through another.
Yeah, she caught Castillo guessing at that point. She's thinking another changeup, came right back with a fastball, you know.
Swing and a miss. 10 strikeouts for Brown in 4 2/3 innings, and more even importantly, that's the second out here in the 5th.
Yeah, now it's time for that ever elusive, another Rice ball right there, but ever elusive third out.
Alberta has reached once on a hit by pitch in the second. The first pitch to her backed her off the plate. They've got De Hoyos at third, Garibaldi on second, 2 outs. The lead is 3 for Renaissance. The 1-0 high. 2-0.
Yeah, she has to settle down here, Brown, Carrington Brown, just really go after these hitters.
The wind ripping in. You can probably hear it. 2-0 inside, 3-0. You don't want to walk the batter, but it does open up a force at any base. I'm not sure you're thinking about that per se. 3-0 away, and that's what it will bring. So the go-ahead run is a grand slam away at the plate, but it is your bottom hitter, number 9, Arguellos.
So Arguellos has to find a way to get on base. She really does.
Number 17, Adania Arguellos.
And Carrington Brown has to really settle down here.
First pitch ball, good block by Hanks there.
Yeah, at this point, I'm taking to strike here to get a strike, especially with my 9 hitter. And Carrington Brown has struggled a little bit.
Missed again. Hit by pitch, walk, strikeout. Hit by pitch, error, strikeout, walk. The line against Brown here in the 5th. This is the second longest inning. It could become the longest if they rally all the way to the top. 8 batters in the second, where up until this point, that was the only run scored by the Cowboys. 2 in the second and 2 more here in the 5th, with 3 more waiting patiently on the base pass. Western saying, take that, time limit.
I know. And she wants another ball. And neither one of the umpires checked it. There's another one behind the plate all the time.
Still ahead in the count, 2-0. The pitch, got it for strike 1.
Good take. Anything can happen here, partner. Anxious to see where we're going with this.
Swing and a miss. 1 more strike away, and we promised this would be the last strike of the game if she got it. Bases juiced, 2 outs, tying run on first. Go ahead run at the plate. Deep sigh there by Brown. Feels a championship in her hands. The 2-2 fouled off.
Yeah. Now she's back to using the ball she don't want. She's telling right now, give me that ball.
Something about that one, huh?
Yeah, that's a brand new ball. We just put it in the game, so we'll see.
Another big 2-2, swing and a miss! Renaissance fends off the deep rally in the 5th. Their PSL title is in their hands again. second inning that Brown has struck out the side, even though there's a lot of traffic again here in the fifth. She finishes with 11 strikeouts. However, the G of the game coming up next. A moment to remember for the Phoenix. Western, I have a feeling, might just be right back here next year.
Every morning when I rise, my dream lives in me. This is my kingdom, a wonder world that's always changing, where great champions stand victorious. Here, we celebrate what makes us different. We share our creativity, and we grow stronger, preparing for the world we will make together.
I am.
I am.
I am one of Detroit's next legends. It's our time to rise.
Hi, I'm Nick DePonio, and this is HVAC.
Lowering the shoulder.
Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
And it's going to be a challenge for us. I mean, they're a really talented football team. I think everybody knows that.
Four wide receivers. Pressure steps up. Marshall wants to run again. Cuts down the middle of the field. All alone. Touchdown! Warriors! What a cut.
As the voice of Michigan's student athletes, the Student Advisory Council's role
is to convey the message of how high school sports should be played.
We are responsible for helping the MHSAA maintain a positive and healthy atmosphere
in which interscholastic athletes can thrive.
We believe that athletes should be competitive,
sportsmanlike, and excel academically.
We believe that students in the stands should have fun,
but not take away the focus from the game.
We believe coaches should act like teachers,
helping student athletes develop while still keeping high school sports in perspective.
We believe that parents should always be positive role models
and support their child's decisions.
We believe officials commit their own time to high school sports,
and respect should always be shown and given to them.
The most important goal for student athletes is to enjoy high school sports
while keeping a high level of respect between all those involved in the games.
Enjoy the game.
Every morning, I woke up with stabbing pain in my feet. Plantar fasciitis, the doctor called it. All I know is it really hurt. One visit to fix my feet today and the pain was gone. And even better, the custom arch supports I got worked in all my shoes.
Don't wait. End your foot pain now. Call or visit Fix My Feet today.
Fix My Feet is now open in Rochester Hills, located on Rochester Road in the Target Center. Come in for a free consultation.
Take a look at us right now. We are everything that will be. We are an engine of progress that has been forged by generations, driven by the knowledge that each student in every classroom has the potential to be their best self and inspire us all. We are teachers, parents, families, all ready to do our part. We know when students rise, we all rise. We are Detroit Public Schools Community District.
Lowering the shoulder.
Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
And it's going to be a challenge for us. I mean, they're a really talented football team. I think everybody knows that.
4 wide receivers. Pressure, steps up. Marshall wants to run again. Cuts down the middle of the field. All alone. Touchdown! Warriors! What a cut.
In today's ever-changing mortgage lending world, the importance of true professionals has never been greater. At Success Mortgage Partners, we want you to have the experience of a lifetime. Founded and owned by Catholic League alumni, our family-centered business keeps your interest at heart as we help you navigate this turbulent market with ease. If you or a family member has a mortgage need, please call me, Owen Lee, at 734-822-9792.
Lowering the shoulder.
Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
Welcome back, everyone, to Wayne State. It was certainly a highlight-filled early part of the game, and then we had some highlights at the end to make it an interesting affair. 7-4 the final score in the end. A flurry of runs early made it 4-1 there. Here's one of the better plays we saw all day. Hernandez snatching that in right center field. At that point, maybe we thought the game was over. The time limit was extended a little bit. There was your final out as Brown able to fan the bottom of the order to finish off a championship here today. We'll name our G of the game and interview them, we hope, when we get back here on The Prep.
Throughout your life, from big moments to ones well-earned, we're your financial guardian angel. Alliance Catholic Credit Union.
Every morning when I rise, my dream lives in me. This is my kingdom, a wonder world that's always changing, where great champions stand victorious. Here, we celebrate what makes us different. We share our creativity, and we grow stronger, preparing for the world we will make together.
I am.
I am.
I am one of Detroit's next legends. It's our time to rise.
Lowering the shoulder.
Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
Everyone to Wayne State. An exciting finish to this one. We're here with our G of the game, Carrington Brown. Obviously a nice outing for you today, 11 Ks as a freshman. How does that feel?
It feels really great. I was so happy to be able to come in and play varsity this year, especially as a freshman. Honestly, it's not what I expected, but I'm very proud that I was able to meet all these wonderful girls. They're such amazing people, and I'm really proud of how all of us did throughout the season, how we've grown together. I'm happy with how our coaches have led us, and they've brought us to be able to come together. They've taught us to come together and be a team.
You had a nice pitch mix working today. What were you featuring out there? It looked like a rise ball, a change-up.
I did. I was working on a couple things. I did, regular fastball, just positional things. I worked on my two-seam. I don't think I threw a change out there, but I did do a couple of rises, yeah.
Okay. Well, overall, obviously a nice way to hang on to a victory today. Got a little dicey there in the last inning, but what was your mindset to work through it?
Honestly, I was really thinking, I was talking to myself in my head, and I was like, okay, you just have to, I kept telling myself, just one more pitch, just one more pitch. And that's really what helped me be able to get through that last inning.
Well, district's coming up for you as well.
Yes.
I know there's higher goals. What are the things you need to improve upon as a team to get to your goals?
As a team, we're going to be working on communication at practice. Another thing that we're going to work on is definitely hitting. We have a lot of strong and powerful girls on our team, and we're going to work on building up so that we can hit it farther than the outfield. We want all of our hits to go out the gate, off the field. So that's one thing we want to work on.
Well, congrats on a great game here today and a whole career in front of you. She sounds like a senior on the air. She's comfortable. We thank you for tuning in as well here to the second game of our two here at the PSL Finals. 7-4, your final score is her Red Sox Phoenix defeat the visiting Western Cowboys here today. For Jay Alexander and our whole crew, I'm Jeremy Idle. Have a great night.